Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video here at the Armory. So this is going to be part 2 in our video of the 3-tier budget firearms. So the first video we covered rifles, this one we will cover pistols. So for this video, there's going to be a little bit of standards for this video. When I say that, I mean for the budget. So obviously, the criteria is going to be budget, and it's going to be 9mm, and it's going to be capacity at the same time, because here's the reason why. One, I can't do videos on like every single caliber that's out there, but if this video does pretty well, then I'll go ahead and I might do like a video on like 45, for example, but I think that's where I'll cut it off on this 3-tier budget group. So like I said, you got, for this video, it'll be budget, capacity, 9mm. So without further ado, we'll get right into it. So in our first video, your 3-tier budget is anywhere from $200 to $400, and your rifle was going to be the Axis bolt action, the Savage Axis bolt action rifle, 30-06 with a detachable 5-round magazine. So that rifle is obviously set up for long distance shooting. So now we're going to tackle a couple firearms in that budget that is going to work very well for you. So let's get right to it. And before everyone wonders, all these firearms have been completely safety checked. There's no magazine or anything inside them. So the first one is going to be on the list is going to be the Centurion 14, aka the Browning High Power clone. So the reason why I put this in this tier group is because this guy, I picked it up for I think like $350 at the time, and still relatively holds in that price range, maybe $399. Taxes not included in anywhere in this budget. So the really neat thing about the Browning high power clones is that the magazine that they use, one second, here's the magazine. The magazine that they use is very universal across the board. So if you have, whether it's a Springfield's version of this, the magazine is going to work just well with this gun. If you have an FN high power or an original Browning, they're all going to work for this modern day handgun. And it's also a 15-round capacity 9mm firearm. It has a very long track record of being a very reliable handgun. The other thing that I like about the Browning high power is, I'm just going to demonstrate it real quick, is that it does have a thumb safety right here. So the thumb safety is engaged and you can't pull the trigger. Whereas all the rest of these guns, except for 2 others in this category, they're only going to have the safety of you not putting your finger in the trigger. So just bear that in mind. But either way, all steel Browning high power clone goes to your tier 3 guys in this video. The next one is going to be a more modern day blocky kind of gun, and that is going to be the CZ P10C. And there's a reason why I choose this guy to be in this tier group, is because one, you can easily find them for like $350 out there. The even better thing is that they've got painted night sights on this firearm, and I've demonstrated this in my tabletop review of this gun. Definitely has a 15-round magazine that comes with, this gun comes with 2 of them, and they're pretty widely available. And the other cool thing is that the grip right off the bat fits my hand very well. But here's where it gets even more interesting, is that you're able to remove the back strap so you can have it be more ergonomic to your hand. And yeah, I mean, and one thing I almost forgot is that your slide release right here on the left-hand side and also on the right-hand side is good for those guys who are ambidextrous or left-handed. All you would have to do is just change out the magazine button and swap it on the other side. So that's a pretty good piece of information right there for you left-handed shooters out there. Okay, so now we're moving into your tier 2 groups, which is anywhere of a budget from about $5 to about $700 is where I'm going to put it. So again, this is all based off of modern pricing and whether or not you can find this stuff on sale at the same time. So obviously the next one on the list is going to be the much loved Glock 19. Now obviously this is, I believe, a Gen 3 Glock, so this is an older version. You can tell by the finger serrations right here, but the Glock 19 has been one of the most tested firearms out there on the market. The military has used it on several occasions. Police and law enforcement use it. So you are not going to ever go wrong or ever have a hard time trying to find Glock 19 magazines because they're all over out there on the market. And also, just so everyone is aware, the Glock 17, which is the full-size version of the Glock 19, you can actually use the magazines from a 17 and put them in here into a 19. So obviously, if you happen to be in a situation where it's like, oh crud, I don't have any magazines, but then you see like a buddy or something over there and he's got a Glock 17, ask him for a mag and it'll work just fine. So obviously, the Glock is about your most basic firearm that you can ever get. And you usually can find these in today's market for about $4.99 to anywhere from like $5.50, depending on whether you get the cutout right here for your red dots. Obviously, since this was a Gen 3 and it was way back in the day before everyone was starting to catch on for the milled slot right here for your red dots. So obviously, that's one gun that I highly recommend. This one's kind of going to be a little bit of a wild card in this group because one, we did find it on sale, but it still goes into this category as well. Suffers a little bit in the capacity, but it still is up there. But it does have one distinct feature that all these other ones don't have. It's highly concealable. And that is going to be the SIG P365. Now the SIG P365, this guy is super tiny, and this guy just, with the magazine, it fits my hand perfectly, but it definitely does have a shorter barrel, and it's going to be much easier to hide this thing and conceal it. Also, if I remember correctly, yeah, this one does have night sights on there. And this is my wife's concealed carry handgun. So that's why I opted for her to get the manual safety on here too. So this is another one of the guns that actually do have a manual safety to them. But you can get them without. I don't know if that changes the price point or anything. But again, small little compact gun, but still has a 12-round capacity magazine. And I'm pretty sure you can go out and find ones that'll give you like a 15-round, no problem. All right, now we've moved out of the tier 2 groups, and now we're moving into tier 1 group. And this is going to be, and there's only going to be one firearm on the table for this one. So just to backtrack real quick, the tier 2 group is the guys with the AR-15 that I showed with the 20-inch long barrel. So that one, so for those guys, you get the Glock 19 and the SIG P365. Now we're moving into your tier 1 group, guys, which again, this is all just based off of the firearms that I have. I know there's a whole bunch of other firearms out there that fit in this price point range that are way more accurate, way more in the customization group. But again, I can only review what I have. So for the tier 1 group, guys, and this is all based off of current pricing and everything, you guys get the AK-47, which comes in around like, $750 some on a good day, closer to $899. So for you guys, you actually get the more stylish pistol, and that's going to be, and in this tier group, it's going to be anywhere from about $650 to I'm going to say about like $850. And because a lot of pistols don't generally go outside of this price point without being like a custom made gun or anything like that, or something that's just been like hammer forged across the board. But you guys in the tier 1 group get one of my personal favorite pistols, and that is the Beretta 92 FS. So obviously the Beretta, very reliable firearm. This has been serving our military for well over 30 years and just recently got replaced. I think they officially replaced it like 5 years ago with the M17 and the M18. Whether that was the right choice or not, I have my opinions on that matter, but again, we're not talking about that right now. But this gun right here, there's definitely nothing wrong in the reliability, durability department, and also the fact that it has a 15 round mag capacity, and there are magazines out there that will actually hold like 17 rounds or 20 rounds. Just all depends on what you guys want to have when you carry this thing. This is just your basic model, so there is no night sights or anything on there. But the weight of this gun, the 5-inch barrel, and the fact that this gun just feels really, really comfortable in the hand, especially for a guy like me. I think I've got like mid-size hands, so I can definitely get my whole hand wrapped around this gun. But again, this is just a video on 3-tier budget firearms. So this is just my personal opinion, and I'm just going off of price point, which may not make sense, but it's just a nice little fun video to be able to make for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do like this kind of content, or if you would like to see more coming down the road, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please send me comments, send me messages on Facebook and all of that kind of stuff. And just don't forget, I'm here to give you guys information, advice, and also just all around enjoyment. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys have a good day. And remember, shoot straight and shoot safe. Have a good day.